My father's name was Vernon Van Sickle, and he founded the Film Society movement across Canada, starting in BC, Vancouver. My father's family came from Petrolia, Ontario, and they were wealthy oil people. And they went to Europe and had oil wells there and lost everything to the Second World War, the Nazis. My father grew up in Europe and he loved film as an art form. In Canada, there was absolutely no foreign films. So he decided to bring in film. The only way he could manage that would be to have a group. My father came to Toronto and started the Toronto Film Society, and they managed to get an office over the bank on Madison and Bloor, and gather a few people who were interested to help. Then Vernon set about a program of films that he would like to bring in. The Museum of Modern Art in New York, that was a very good place, plus Art Kino and a few other smaller companies. We had a lot of problems. We have to deal with the Lord's Day Alliance Act because we could only get a theater on a Sunday, and that was considered immoral, right? But they were ferocious. That's why we started people having a membership, because you didn't have to pay at the door. But they came down and policed the theater. We had the Lester Brothers Theater on College Street near Spadina on the south side. They were wonderful. So they couldn't open on Sunday because it's a commercial. Because we didn't charge at the door, we had a membership, we got past that. We had one every 2 weeks or once a month. And then when we had a little more money, we had documentaries separate and children's films, just a huge variety of things from all over the world. Many of them were silent, like The Fall of the House of Usher. So we put a score to that vis-a-vis the 2 projectors and 2 turntables. We could montage the music back and forth. My father started to teach me by demonstrating himself how to put a music score together and how to order films. So we had to notify the MMA in New York, which was not easy then, because we had to go through the Lord's Day Alliance people and get it cleared. So you had 3 days to, when you rented a film, you had to send it back after 3 days to New York. So it was a very skinny time frame to do a score and to get permission from the Lord's Day Alliance Act. And the Lester Brothers loved us, so that was a good, steady thing for quite a while. But they had the Lord's Day Alliance on their case all the time because they disapproved of even showing a film on a Sunday. So we managed to get a home in the United Jewish People's Order, which was on Christie Street. It was a huge building. They had a theater that was able to have my turntables at the back and be hidden away, so I could project onto the screen, which they had a theater, and about 700, people could sit there. Usually freezing, so I had to put my snow coat on. When my father left Toronto and went to Ottawa, he left the Toronto Film Society because of differences. A lot of people weren't really interested in the art of film so much as the glamour that went with it. We started another film society, the Calgary Film Society, because the other one was taken over. And then something happened there, so we started the Realist Film Society, where we had the United Jewish People's Order to go to. So we were always on the edge about a home, you know, we had a large following, but eventually I couldn't keep it up. I didn't have the resources. It was an important thing for me. I learned a lot about music and putting music to film. It was great fun.